Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tides of Death. It has been a hot minute. How are you guys doing today?
I'm kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might have a small case of the COVIDs, but I'm gonna go get a test tomorrow, and I'll let you know.
As long as you can be well for the next 4 hours, that's fine.
I'll be good.
Make sure to
Nice
keep a
work.
distance from me, Moot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
stay on your
Can
side
you-
of the world.
Yeah, can you move my camera over actually sometime?
Yeah, doing good. Back to work, but I had 2 weeks off work, which was nice. Playing some games over Christmas, Hollow Knight, The Witcher, both really good. I bought the Witcher books as well, kind of went full into all of that, so I've been reading them, actually. I was expecting kind of Game of Thrones, but it's a lot more readable. It's a lot sort
The
of
Witcher
punchier
stuff?
and, yeah, easier to read. It's cool. And then, yeah, glad D&D's back, so here we are.
Did you finish Hollow Knight?
Yeah. Well, I haven't fought the final boss yet. But I have to say, after killing the Hollow Knight the first time and then realizing there was still like 30% of the game to go, was just a really awesome feeling. That was great.
Dude, that fight is so cool too.
Against the Hollow Knight, or the last one.
Yeah, against the Hollow Knight, like the music, the way he starts like it's so good.
Man,
Hollow Knight's like maybe my favorite video game of all time.
It is so good, yeah. Silk Song's apparently coming out this year. But I was going to say I can't remember the name of the boss, but the one in the circus tent.
Oh yeah.
Do you know the one I mean?
Yeah.
Man, that was so fucking hard. It took me like 3 hours to beat that.
Grim is his name.
Yeah, it was like mega ultra grim though. Because you fight him once and he's easy.
NKG. Yeah, he's like one of the hardest bosses in the game for sure.
Yeah, that was hard as fuck.
Any other stories from the break, or should we hop into game?
Nope. I just had an extremely chill Christmas where I got super addicted to Super Auto Pets, and it has consumed my life now.
That game is okay. The issue is it doesn't have a ranked mode, so I don't feel like the need to play it. That makes sense?
True.
It just like there's no satisfaction in winning because I'm not winning anything. I'm just.
Wait, what game are you talking about?
It's like an auto battler. It's called Super Auto Pets.
Oh, okay.
If they come out with like a ranked mode or whatever, like a ladder and like
The
a
road to
scoring, I'll
platinum.
play it more. Yeah. True. Ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
My food
Almost.
literally just got here. I'm so sorry.
Well,
we'll wait
I'll
a few
be right
minutes.
back.
while we wait for him to return, why don't we talk about pirate facts? Does anyone have a good old pirate fact for me?
I have a pirate fact in the tank, but I don't feel
shit.
confident enough to talk about it yet. I'd have to like double check my research, but it has to do with pirate flags.
Okay,
I
well, I
know one about
appreciate the
an eye
research.
patch.
Well, I actually know a different one about eye patches, you see. So it's actually common parlance. People think that pirates actually wore eye patches so that they could go under this deck and see. You've heard that before, right? We just mentioned. But that's actually bullshit. That's the pirate fact. I don't think it's even true. I saw a comment on a Reddit thread from Neal that cast doubt on the whole thing, and I don't believe it anymore.
I thought you were just going to pass
a
off.
comment saying that if this is true, Neal, you need to retract. Like, I'll take like a 3% XP hit, but I think Nilra must take like a 10% XP hit if that's not true.
No, it's
Have we talked about like what red flags mean in the past?
no.
Okay, apparently red flag, according to the Google search that I was given, it means there's no quarter given, whereas a black flag meant like surrender or die. So apparently, if you see a red flag, that means you're just gonna get fucked up. No ifs, ands, or buts.
The red flag
Whereas
is
if you
we're
see
gonna murder you. The black
we're gonna
flag
fucking
is
kill you.
You have a choice.
Black flags, give us your shit or you will die.
Yeah, the Jolly Roger was a sign that if you surrender, you won't be that's the fact I was researching. Damn you.
Yeah.
He's just thrown out there without the most basic of research and stolen the XP.
I don't want XP. I don't give a fuck about it.
You're gonna get XP anyway, buddy. Go ahead and take your 5%.
Oh, thank you.
Fuck it.
It was being humble.
I got scammed out of my fact.
We're all getting scammed over here.
I also talked about the eye patch, so that probably added on a little bit.
Yeah, fuck it. Make it
Next
8.
one, 40K. Okay.
I'm back.
Excellent.
What'd you get?
Burger King.
Nice.
It's not nice.
I'll take that XP. shamelessly.
Mm-hmm. So our party is back at their base after having captured a ship. Well, not a ship, a barge. And taking one of the crew members captive, attaching him to your mast as a display figure for his crimes, stealing the loot, and then leaving the last person on the boat to, float to safety. And then finding another ship, which had a tiger in a box, opening the box out of curiosity, having to slay the tiger, and then sinking the ship because the people on board didn't listen to your ultimatums. But in that process, you did capture an accountant of the White Prince. And then you went back to your base. I think you made another ship in a bottle. And we're in a point of Wiley's interrogating the accountant, trying to get any information out of them. The rest of the party is resting and relaxing at the base after a couple of jolly voyages, having made some decent profit. And we're going to come into game. Mm-hmm.
Nilrim, well, just to give a little heads up, I think Nilrim is probably starting to think about his life a little bit and what happened so far. So in the pre-session campaign, where you kind of figure out who the characters are, Nilrim had an episode, and in that episode, he was tasked with being inducted into like the White Prince's whole community and being like taken as one because he had such high intellect. He was like impressive. So in that, he was questioned by one of the clerics and asked, which god do you favor the most or go towards? I didn't really know which one I wanted to do, and I kind of like to play random characters a little bit, so I just rolled a d20, and the one that came up was Ponos. So Nilrim's kind of thinking on that a little bit because of what happened a few days prior of putting the guy on the mast, which is pain and suffering, and now what he's having Wiley do to the accountant for heavily like shit talking him. So that's just what's going through Nilrim's mind.
Pain and suffering.
Rather grim business, isn't it?
It is.
So we're gonna start.
Sorry, I just wanted, just before we start, I was just thinking, because I've been watching it on Netflix, Neal. You really missed an opportunity. The captain of the boat with the tiger. You should have tried to like roleplay it as the guy from Tiger King. That would have been great. Just a thought I had.
Oh man, my acting skills are not that good. That is it. Woo.
All right, sorry.
I couldn't pull that off.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to start with Sail. Taking a walk down by one of the shores on a day here when you're back in town, back in your island. It is the day after, it is New Year's Day. First day of the new year. It's a Wednesday. You're down by the beach when you notice that there's a section of tide pools where the waves kind of come up and then slow to like a gentle stillness, like a little area flanked by rocks on either side where the waves should be crashing on the shore, but they're not.
Wait, explain that again, Neal. Wait, tide pool.
So he's at the beach.
The water is unusually still, I think.
Yeah, and there's rocks everywhere, and there's like some big not just like a single rock in the water, but like a section of rockiness that comes out that the water splashes on top of, and the waves are rolling all onto shore, except in the area between these two rocks, where the waves should roll all the way to the shore, but they don't. They roll, and then they smooth out. An area of unusual or maybe even unnatural stillness between two sections of low-lying rock surrounded by tide pools.
And is this like still section, is it almost like a mirror-like sort of flatness? Or is there still like a little bit?
There's a very gentle like up and down to it, but it's like an undulating mirror, right? The movement is sort of like a large section of waves without like the little tiny surface ripples.
Gotcha. I assume I noticed this. My curiosity will be piqued. Just kind of like, that's odd. I wonder what's causing that. And I'll walk over and I'll kind of stand near the water and observe.
And within the sand at the base of the water here, you will see sort of like little bits of bubbles coming up, little bits like, little creatures underwater that are releasing bubbles, but the bubbles never quite reach the surface. They dissipate beforehand. And you can see somewhat of a pattern developing from where these bubbles emerge. I would like you to make me a omen reading check, or tell me what your omen reading check is, actually, since I'm supposed to make it in secret.
My omen reading is base. It says base -2, total 14.
14 it is. Wrong set of dice. I need a D20, not a D100. Excellent. You can look into these waters and see here that there is a message being laid for you. It says to you, Father Hubert must not survive his trip to Jamuba, February 14.
Father Hubert must not survive his trip to
Jamuba, Jamuba, February 14.
Okay. I haven't heard of Father Hubert before, have I?
Brand new name.
And I've never heard of Jamuba either.
Brand new name.
And I've never heard of February 14th either.
You've heard of February 14th before. That one you know.
That is Valentine's Day.
It's true.
Oh shit.
I will be very confused, or well, curious more or less. I will assume this is from Rho-ei, I believe. I'll put my hand in the water near the pool, and I'll say Rho-ei's name, just to kind of like looking for confirmation that this is from him.
The bubbles cease from beneath the sands.
They cease.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting. I'll kind of look around, like investigate the area a little bit. Like, is there anything else that's amiss, or is it just this?
It's just this section. The palm trees nearby sway in the wind. There's little shorebirds running up when the waves go back and poking at the ground to pick out whatever little things they can find, and then running away as the water laps up on shore. The area between these rocks is still still and calm. There's just no more bubbles coming from beneath the sand.
Well, I guess I'll have to assume that. I mean, I don't know anything else that has the powers to send messages like this specifically, also to target me. So I think I feel pretty confident that this is definitely from Rho-ei, and I'm not, hallucinating. Especially because it stopped when I put my hand in and I spoke his name. So I think I'll cut my morning walk short and make my way back to the base.
You arrive at the base to find everyone doing their normal things. It's New Year's Day, so I'm imagining many people are semi-hungover. Or fully hungover. And you can return to the base.
Norm, the night before, I guess, he probably went down to the cellars with Wiley. And for New Year's celebration, probably tortured the guy quite a bit.
Oh.
Archie got fucking wasted and watched. It was great.
Well, I think what happened is we were venturing into the cellar of the base, Archie, Sale, and I, to see if there was any sort of like old bottles of wine maybe that were stored down there. And what do we stumble across but Wiley and Neal?
Yep.
Circle jerking over a tortured man.
Yep.
So I think we all found a nice quiet corner in the cellar and watched.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Did Bobby want to join? Any?
Bobby
kind of call
came
him
in
over and be like, "It's your birthday, Bobby. Come on."
Bobby
Shanky
came
guy.
to watch it start, but lost his stomach for it after a little while.
Yeah.
He's not quite there yet. He's still green.
So on New Year's Day, the accountant then he's in a bad way.
He's in a bad way. He's going to need a few days, maybe a week of rest before he can speak or be of use to you anymore. He needs some time to sit and recover.
So I think in the morning then on New Year's Day when I wake up, I'll go and make some food and some tea or whatever, coffee if we've got it.
You'll
and
make
take
it.
down.
We have a lady who makes food for us.
All right, well I get some then. I'm going to take it down to the prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know this guy's name? I think to myself as I'm at the top of the stairs leading down to the cellar. Don't know if I know his name. And I shrug, and I'll open the door and like go down carrying the tray or whatever. And as I get to the bottom step, hello? You awake in there? Looks like you had a bit of a rough night. Don't worry, I'm feeling it too. I say as I like go over to where he's sleeping or whatever.
There's just a huddled mass on the side of the room, not even all the way in a corner, barely moving. You can see the chest rising and falling. He doesn't look particularly good.
Yeah, all right. So I put the tray down next to him. I'm gonna try and like, if there's like a barrel or just some card or something that I can sit him on to make him a bit more comfortable, like sit him up against a wall and hand him the mug. Say, come on, cheer up. Wasn't that rough, was it?
The wall behind him as you lift him up gets smudged with blood as he like slides to the side. His hands are a little weak. You have to hold the cup to his mouth. It's himself.
Yeah, I help him drink. I say, listen, sorry about him. He gets a little bit overzealous with the initiation ceremonies, but don't worry, you're one of us now. You can expect better treatment from now on. You want some to eat?
The man is in too bad of shape to reply to you. It's not that he's trying to be disrespectful. This is the night after, the day after, and he needs time to recover.
All right. Well, I leave him the food and the drink. I help him drink some of the coffee and then leave the rest there and head upstairs. I want to try and be playing a bit good cop, bad cop with this guy. Get him on board.
So you need the carrot and the stick.
If we skip some days, just assume that I'm gonna like check on him every now and again, bring him his food, have a bit of a conversation.
If we're skipping a few days, I'm gonna be making another boat.
Sure. Any other actions? Archie, what are you doing this morning? How hungover are you?
Oh, Archie is so hungover. He got way too wasted on that old ass wine. It was really good.
It was good.
Yeah. And he just watched Norm torture the guy. Eventually, fell asleep down there, then got back up, drank more of the wine, somehow stumbled half into his bed. Probably broke it because he's such a massive fucking guy, and he just kind of fell into it. And now he's just sleeping in. It's 2 p.m. He's still asleep.
Wow. Sail, you come on in to the base to find these things. You see Captain Winters coming up from the cellar with maybe a tray in hand. The cook is over there in the kitchen making up some more breakfast for everybody. Wiley is taking a nap. Bobby is sweeping out the kitchen. You can hear the gentle snoring coming from down the hall. That lets you know Archie's over there still. Nilrum is sitting at one of the tables working on a new ship.
Is there a coffee or a tea on Winter's tray?
No.
Yeah, it's probably half drunk, right? The guy's probably half drunk it.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna swipe it and be like, oh my god, you brought me tea, thank you. But
well, you're welcome to it, Sail, if you want it.
No, thank you.
It's a bit of
Captain,
blood on the cup. Yep.
I've just had a very odd walk.
An odd walk?
Yeah, I think we should call a meeting.
Really? Everyone's still hungover? Is it that important? What, you saw some maidens bathing in the sea on the other side of the strait?
No, but I do see your mother in my dreams. I saw...
You and me both.
No, I'm just kidding. My actual answer is I got a message from Rho. Oh my god.
He sent you a message?
Yeah.
All right, I guess it's important. Okay, Nilrim, put down that boat. Get over here, and I'll go and wake Archie up. I'll go and go to Archie's room and shake him awake. Archie, come on, sail. He's got something he needs to tell us. You can go back to sleep after.
Archie smells real fucking bad, and he's in a really bad mood, but he'll somehow stumble over. He's still kind of drunk.
You can share the rest of my cup of coffee if you want.
He will down it.
Give him the coffee. All right, we're all here, Sail. You need the others or just us? What is this message?
Just us. Did we get Neal?
Yeah, Noam walked over and he's gonna keep whittling, but yeah.
Okay. It's rare that he speaks to me directly. In fact, he has only done it a couple of times. But I have been sent a message. And I don't think this is a message I can disobey.
Right.
His words carry weight. And so I think when he speaks, I have to follow. He told me that a man named Father Hubert cannot reach the island of Jamuba before February 14th. I think that's what he said. I don't remember.
Father Hubert.
Father Hubert.
Sure, it was not Father Hubert.
You know a Father Hubert, Sale?
No.
Norum, you ever heard of a Father Hubert?
Noam was on one of the inner islands. Koibu, is there any chance?
No, you were too young. You were just a young lad when you left. Someone like this, you would never have heard contact with.
Alright. And I've never heard of Father Hubert, so I'm pretty sure that Archie doesn't know him either.
He kind of sounds like a musician, a bard maybe.
Could be a bard, yeah. No, it sounds like more like a cleric, no? Father Hubert.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I
it
can
sounds
see
like a
it.
cleric.
Regardless, I believe we either have to kill or capture him. Niram, you're from these islands. You haven't heard of Jamuba, have you? Is it an island or a place or a city?
Would Noam ever heard of Jamuba?
No. Jamuba is, again, something you haven't heard of. I think you were, 6 or 8 when you left? You're a genius,
Like
but...
9, yeah.
9, yeah.
Noam will call Wiley over.
Yeah, go and get your friend Norum.
Sure. Wiley comes on in, looks around, sees the serious look on all your faces. You're starting you off with trouble, lads?
You ever heard of Jamuba, Wiley?
Hi.
You know what that is?
Hi.
Well, go ahead, Tail.
Well, I have received information that I need to stop a man named Father Hubert from reaching a place called Jamuba. And we have a month to do it. I don't know where Jamuba is. I don't know who Father Hubert is.
Jamuba's Outer Rim Island, eastern side, somewhere around the 3 o'clock position. Father Hubert shakes his head. I was never much one for the fathers and the mother. Well, I was one for the mothers, but not the fathers, if you catch my drift.
Archie will he's still drunkenly looking at the ground, but he'll give him like a lazy high five for that one.
He gives you the flat of his blade hand for the high five.
Hell yeah.
Norm will state that he probably knows someone who can tell you who Father Hubert is, and he smiles. But he's a little messed up at the moment. We might need to give him a few days. He looks to Wiley.
You think that guy downstairs will know?
He was an accountant for the White Prince. If Father Hubert's someone to know, he'll know.
What if he's not someone to know?
Then we'll need to find someone who does know. He'll probably know someone who does know. When do we have to do this by, Sale? Does it need to be done tonight?
February 14th. And if, as Wiley says, it's, halfway around the Ring of Islands? Probably takes us 2 weeks just to get there.
How long
yeah,
does it take to get there?
Well, we don't need to go to Jamuba, right? We need to go to wherever Father Hubert's coming from. Although, this guy is a big deal.
Coming from.
Yeah. Shit. Well, I was hoping
He's a big deal. We want to meet him in the middle, where it's least protected. We're probably on the outer ring.
Maybe we can find out who he's coming to meet, the name of his ship, when he's coming. If we go to Jamuba, we intercept them in the seas.
On the map, Koibu?
Yeah, let's go.
At this point, I'm sure we got like a ring of islands or whatever. We don't know what's there, but
yeah, Jamuba. I'm actually just going to give you the blown up version of it.
Cool.
Is over here.
All right, so there's only one place to search on the island.
Oh, okay. Yeah, from what Wiley will tell of you, he only knows the town by the little dock that he's arrived at. Let's bring camera over here too.
Does this mean the rest of the island is a wasteland, or is this just all Wiley knows?
This is all Wiley knows. He's been through the area once or twice. You know, he's floated past there, but he doesn't remember the details of the place very well. It's been a long time since he's been a proper pirate captain. But he does remember there being a rocky outcropping near the point. He remembers there being some islands around the outside of it, and a nice little safe harbor with a river that comes from the mountains, maybe with a forest around here, but there was definitely a tower under construction at the back of the town.
Okay. Well,
I was hoping to spend a bit more time relaxing, but it sounds like, well, when a god calls, can't exactly say no.
What gods called you?
We probably have time to lick our wounds for a day or two and prepare a journey.
Yeah, we're gonna need probably to stay here for a week, I think, in order to get answers from Mr. Accountant downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I could play
do with
look after his wounds.
Yeah, I already started. I brought him some food this morning, some coffee.
Fix him up, Sale.
I think that we should be somewhat kinder to him now, maybe like the other captives. You know, he's been through the worst of it. Hopefully he'll see the merit in good behavior.
We could, as a group, make it seem like we reluctantly keep Nilrim, who is hateful, and play nice to his face.
Make it seem like nice.
Play nice to his face and apologize and manipulate him that way.
Wizard's gonna do what a wizard's gonna do, isn't that right, Nilrim?
No one will give me a nod. And I'll go back to whittling.
Wait,
Sale,
well,
what
yeah.
should we
No.
call your god? Oh, sorry.
You should have at least be able to cast that spell at least twice if we're going to be down there for some time. Is that possible?
Which
Normal
spell?
scratch his head. I think he wants the ship in a bottle. I can cast it twice, yes, but we're gonna need another one of these, and he'll pull out his thing. I think this will take me. If we want to be safe, 2 weeks. If we don't want to be safe, a week.
Well, better to have one that we can rely on than, you know, have two that we're not sure about. So.
Well, we're staying here at least a week, anyways. So let me get to it and see if I can.
Are we staying for a week?
Get one done in a week.
Who needs to wait for a week?
If we wait 1 week, then I can have potentially with a wisdom check another casting.
But will you know if it's failed?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'll know if it's good enough.
Oh, okay, that's all right then. How long have we been here already? Because I was on half health. Have I healed up?
It has been
like 3 days.
You finished the ship on the bottle on the 21st, then you went over there, then you went over here. So I think you got back on the 26th. So you've had 1, 2, 3, 4 nights of rest, and then no healing for last night.
So we just need to be here 3 more days, actually, and then I'll have my wisdom check.
How many days? Much healing do we get a day? 3.
2?
3. We've got someone with healing. Do we have someone with herbalism as well?
Yes.
Sailing, not
I have
sailing.
herbalism.
Sail as healing, and you have herbalism.
Yeah,
Correct.
so it's 3, isn't
Okay.
it?
It's 3.
So we've had 3 days of healing. I think I'm back to full.
Cool. Okay.
Plus, I could be casting Accelerate Healing as well to double that rate, as we need.
You want a wisdom check?
Yeah, if you want
okay,
to finish it off quickly, go ahead and give me a wisdom check. Nice. You now have
cool.
2 castings, components for your castings.
And that took another week from today.
No, that only took 4 days because as soon as I got back, I would have probably started. So it might have taken an extra day because of the other night. So yeah.
Cool.
Like
all right.
4 days later.
Well, then we can leave on January 5th, I think.
Yeah.
Get ready to insurrect Jamuba.
Excited, Archie? Tomorrow's your birthday.
I don't think I've ever really celebrated my birthday that much, you know? Back on the boat, we just drink every night anyway, you know? It's not really a special occasion.
Well, it's special to us, Archie.
Archie will, at least internally, be a be a little bit glad, a little bit heartwarmed, a little bit softened by this.
Nilrum's gonna grab the platinum necklace with sapphire and diamond like inlays.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna take that off the party sheet and he's gonna give that to Archie tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'll DM you Pokemon.
So a few days
On your
pass, and your accountant captive slowly makes a recovery, well enough that they can begin to speak. Their name is Rho-ei.
Rho-ei.
Rho-ei, and they have been interrogated, tortured, given a chance to rest and lick their wounds, and now who all comes down to speak with the wounded accountant?
I think I would have spent a few days tending to his wounds, maybe giving him an accelerate heal or two, like stuff like
We
that.
probably want to play this good cop and bad cop, so we'll probably send the good cops down first.
Yeah. So I think maybe what happens is on this last day, as Sale is patching him up, having a conversation with him, I'll come down to see how he's getting on. So I'll walk down there and say, "So Sale, you got our new friend back on his feet yet?"
I think so. Nilrum did some damage to him, but he should be fine in the long term.
Nothing our glorious God can't fix, though. Is that right?
Absolutely.
I'll walk up to the guy and offer him my hand. Say, "Sir, what's your name, son? I'm Captain John Winters."
I'm Rho-ei, the accountant. Yes,
Fantastic,
no more.
do you know? What great luck. I've been needing an accountant around here for ages. So, like we said, looks like you've outgrown your dwellings down here. If you're feeling strong enough to get up the stairs, we can maybe find you a room. The rest of the staff. Do you like that, a bed? A door?
There's like distrust in his eyes. This man has been heavily abused and is looking for the trap that you were laying for him.
I look at him with a wide smile. All right, well, I'll take that as a yes then. All right, Sale, give me a hand with him. Let's get him up the stairs.
Yeah, I'll help him up.
You
So
can
again, take him to a room, yeah.
bring him to one of the rooms in the bases.
Next to, like, Wiley or Bobby, nearby. The rest of the staff.
Probably walking through, he probably sees Nilrum and Wiley somewhere in the place, and no one will give him a wide smile and a wave.
He
So as
looks...
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
As we get him into the room, I'll wait for him to sort of, like, sit down in the bed. And then I'll pull out, like, a bag of, like, 30 silver pieces. And hand it to him and say, "All right, well, by my accounts, you've been here for about a week now, so here's your first week's wages." And I'll throw him the bag. Little extra in there, as a signing on bonus. If you go over the corridor, talk to Bobby, I'll sort you out with rags and whatever else, water.
He bobs his head gently.
Um,
Am I free to go?
Well, you've got a lot of work to do. Tell you what, I'll get my me and Sale here. We're kind of the welcoming party, Other members of the crew deal with the details, so I'll have one of them come down and speak to you about the rules, security, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. And this is the room that you're giving him, right? This one in the main corridor next to Bobby?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. And I will, like, go and leave and go and get Nilrum and Archie.
Wait, isn't this Wiley's room, though? No, this is Wiley over here. Okay, perfect. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll go and get, like, Nilrum and
We're giving him
Archie.
a private room right now instead of living with, like, Janet and John, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's a bit more important than them, isn't he, if he's an accountant?
Okay.
Says the accountant.
I'm not an accountant, but okay. Unbelievable.
You work with Excel sheets. You work with Excel sheets. It's all.
That doesn't make me an accountant, all right?
Excel
Okay.
sheets and money? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like an accountant to me.
Well, you
All
would say
right,
that.
Norm and Archie, I guess we'll come over.
Yeah, okay. I need to go and talk to the accountant and explain to him that he's not allowed to leave. And that, if he tries to leave, he'll either drown or be eaten by giant lizards. If he's lucky, otherwise he'll be tortured to death by you two lovely fine gentlemen. Help get him settled in, tell him where the things are, I don't know. Yeah, get him settled. Don't be too mean.
Norm will walk in with Archie, I guess, behind.
Mm-hmm.
Norm will give him a mean look and bark at him to get in the corner.
He complies very quickly.
Norm will grab a piece of his hair, put it in a little vial, close it up. He'll show him the hair in the vial, and he'll tell him, if you leave, I'll know, and I will kill not only you, but your entire family. Do you understand me?
Uh-huh.
We're looking for Father Hubert. Do you know who he is?
I've heard of a Father Hubert.
Which island?
He lives in the on. He lives in Halfport Bay.
What do you know of him?
He's a cleric, not a particularly strong cleric, but a kind and gentle man. He's a diplomat. He helps quell unhappy populaces or brings peace to areas that are in trouble. He's a gentleman, a peace bringer, a trouble queller. He uses words, not force, not magic. He's an honest man, a good person.
Norm will smile. All right, one more thing. Can you say fuck the White Prince and fuck Astaire? Norm reaches for his spell components.
Fuck the White Prince.
And?
Fuck Astaire.
Norm will nod. He'll leave.
He'll collapse into the bed.
And he will go tell all of his crew members, kind of what they need to know. I don't know how reliable this information is. He swayed a little bit when he was telling me Halfport, but can you show me the map again real quick?
Yeah. Halfport Bay is the largest island in the middle, or the largest city.
Mm.
It is right here. The White Prince's island is actually this one over here, and this is the White Prince's mountain, and at the very top is where the White Prince lives. But this is the largest city in all of the Dardannes.
He said he wasn't very strong, but I don't think that's true. Someone who lives in the inner city and who's sounded like he's meant to bring people in line and quell rebellions in cities. I think he
Sounds
was
like
giving
an
me a little-
inquisitor or something.
Give me a little bit of a lie there. But if we're to believe that he lives there, Norm will show. This is about the route that they'll take.
How long is that route?
Do you want a navigation check, Koibu, for like guesstimate?
Yeah. Let's see. Give me a navigation check, and then depending on how well it is, I'll give you a certain level of accuracy.
29.
$29 is pretty good. So you would know, to generally speaking, to get from the inner islands to the Midlands on one of those large ships. If he's in one of the good ships of the White Prince, one of the big clipper ships, it should take about 15 days to go from inner ring to the Midlands, and about 7 days to go from the Midlands to the outside. So that is 22 and a half days to go all the way to the outer ring. But then that would get you, each going outward takes you a full circle each way.
Mm-hmm.
So then if you needed to move a little bit more, it would probably be a little bit more than that. So if it takes 22 days, depending on exactly where he leaves and how good of a thing it is, you're probably looking somewhere around 25 days, maybe 30 days, if you want to be
So
careful.
he's already left then? Or he's leaving soon?
Normal nod.
He'd leave in a week or two, probably, I think, based on the days, no?
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Nilrim, any idea if he'd be coming, by the time he gets to the outer rim, is he going to be coming south or north to get to Jamuba?
Would the navigation check give me any insight?
Well, you always would go
Probably, yeah,
clockwise. So, in theory,
Yeah, but I'm saying,
if you start
like,
at the at Half Port Bay, you would
Right.
come all the way out to whatever island is in the north, and then you'd come all the way out to whatever island's in the north, and then you would continue to go clockwise until you hit until you'd hit Jamuba, unless the captain was really good and was able to like hold a tighter circle and land exactly in line with that thing.
But any idea if, like, at what point he's going to enter the outer rink? Is he going
There's
to come
no way.
past here, for example? Okay. there's
No,
way
no,
of
that's sort
knowing
of no. That's entirely like there's 100 ways that it could be done depending on the preference of the person in charge.
So we go to Jamuba, and then we sail anti-clockwise from there. Maybe from the 12th of February or something like that. Hope to intercept.
We could probably do more information gathering. Would it be possible for me to go talk to the accountant as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll say to the group, I'll try and see if we can maybe get a little bit more out of him. I will go into the room
Mm-hmm.
and greet him. I'll say, hi, I'm Sale. You're Sharpay, right?
I am. You're the one. You're the one that. What do you want from me?
Well, I just don't want you to get hurt. What happened to you was unfortunate. Nealrum isn't the most stable. Sometimes you say the wrong thing and he does things to people. We're stuck with him. He can't leave. But our group, we have a rule. And I'll like walk over to him and like, if he's sitting on the bed, I'll like crouch down and look him in the eyes and I'll say, you're not allowed to lie. And if you told us wrong information about Father Hubert, Nealrum will think you're lying. I don't want you to be hurt. So if there's anything else you can tell us, I'll keep you safe.
I'm just an accountant. I don't know anything. All I know is about money spending and habits. I've heard of Father Hubert, but only by rough reputation. I don't know anything about the man personally. I've never met him.
That's okay.
Just supposed to
wanted to-
track the coins.
Just wanted to keep you safe. Don't worry. I'll keep you safe here.
Thank you.
And then I'll leave.
Okay. You can step on out.
Yep, I'll go back to the group and say, oh, he didn't get any more information out of him. I tried to be nice. He seems... I think perhaps we might be able to get more information from... we need to come up with a name for my god that we can use to reference him. That
I
isn't
was thinking the drowned god.
the drowned.
Yeah, the drowned. That's kind of fine.
We might be able to get more information from the drowned. We might be able to get more information from islands on the way. There are towns that we haven't visited that we don't have a reputation in.
We've not been to Jamuba, right?
No, we haven't been close even.
If this guy's a big deal, he must be if this accountant knows who he is. Somebody on Jamuba's got to know he's coming. Maybe we can get inside the Inquisitor's hut, see the documents there, find out what's going on. There's got to be some reason why the drowned wants this guy.
I don't think I want to mess with an Inquisitor just yet.
I don't have a
You?
choice.
Well, no, I think that there's just a different way about it, and
Well, yeah, I'm suggesting maybe sneaking in there if we could get a look at his papers. But yeah,
what if this accountant probably knows people. What if he knows somebody who knows of this guy. He's heard stories. Neal will get up and drag the guy in here, I guess.
Sure. So where's this conversation being had, by the way? Just as a
On the
matter
breakfast
of
table
curiosity.
where we usually.
Yeah.
I imagine there's like a big dining table that we all kind of just
Oh yeah,
coalesce around.
right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you bring in Wiley and Bobby too?
Wiley is here. Bobby, I don't think is here.
Yeah, Bobby can go back to his room.
But yeah, I'm gonna drag that one guy in.
All right. The party gathers, or has gathered.
Do you know anybody who knows Father Hubris?
Hubert.
Hubert.
Maybe some people back in the inner ring where I'm from, but out here, maybe a high
better think of
cleric
someone.
somewhere, or a fancy noble who's involved in high politics.
This
Where
guy a
are we?
fighter or a politician?
He's a diplomat.
Can he fight?
A low-ranking cleric. No, he's a gentleman. He doesn't have a. He wouldn't squish a fly.
We'll see about that. I mean, they'll do all sorts when they're fighting for their life.
Not. Wiley, take this guy back to his room. Thank you.
Wiley will take him.
Well, I don't know if you've got any
A
better
high-ranking
ideas.
nobleman. Maybe our dear lady would know something. She seems to have her hands in a lot. Would we pay her a visit?
Perhaps I could visit her. I'm not sure you going over there, Nora, would be too great of an idea.
I saw how wide your smile was when you came back last time.
Yes, things have been going quite well over there, I will say. I'd hesitate to say I've worked off quite a bit of our debt by now. That is if you can
Husband
pay.
finds out, I won't be saving you.
Don't worry, I've got a few glimpses of him. I'm pretty sure I can take him. We could ask her, but I don't know.
You go
I
today,
mean,
we ask, and then we sell.
we sail to Jamuba, right? Ask
Yeah.
around there for a while, and then if we don't find anything out, we just set sail anti-clockwise and hope to run into them.
Yeah, I agree.
Archie, sail? Any objections? Any other ideas?
I'm going with you, Captain.
Not Lady Nightingale's, you know, Archie.
Seems like the best plan that we have available, so I'll follow.
Nope.
On that point, Archie, I don't want you betting any women that I have on my list because I don't want them getting grander ideas about what's on offer here, okay? Just for the record, if that ever occurred to you. Just throwing that out there, that's not okay.
That's okay. I understand, Captain. You know, Lady Nightingale, I do still hate her, but I feel like the crew is more important than the revenge that I want.
It's true. People like Lady Nightingale, you know, she's devious. She's going to get her
She
comeuppance
is.
one way or another eventually.
Yep.
I don't think it's reliant on us to give it to her, you know. We can just milk the cow for what it's worth right now and then let it go to slaughter when the time's right.
As much as I want to beat her bloody face into the ground, if it means that I endanger my crew, I'm not going to do it.
Good lad. Okay, well, I'll head over there this evening. I'll see what she knows. Probably not too much, but we'll see. And we'll head out in the morning.
And on. What are we going to do with these prisoners? There's starting to be quite a few. And I'm afraid for Wiley and Bobby. If they rise up, it would not be good.
Sure.
We could compel them, like we did the crew. The crew of the ship that we sent out. We could frankly just kill the ones we don't trust.
I agree with the first plan, Sale. I think our little ritual down there on the beach went a long way to cementing our authority with the people on that ship. I'm of a mind that they should all go through the same ceremony.
I agree. I just worry that I worry it might not be enough.
A man values his life, sure, but he values his soul even more. If they think eternal pain and suffering is on the table, I'm pretty sure they'll do what they're told.
I think a
I
man has
agree.
to have his sanity. If Neal has tortured this man beyond that,
The issue is that not to be mean, we have an old cripple and a young boy at watch with our most valuable asset, which is our home base, against a new accountant, a pretty strong man, and a cook. I think currently it's fine, but if any more happens, it could be weird. I think we need to find a
Security.
strong man security to guard the home base with us. Yeah.
I think it's probably wise.
we need to bring friends home.
I'm sure the next ship that we cross paths with will have a big enough man willing to work for coin without too many scruples. I find that the people in this place don't have them in great levels.
And on. Maybe currently we can use John Brophy as security.
Use who, sorry?
It's one of our captives. It's not the cook, but I think he was a builder or something.
That guy. Yeah, well, they've been living in that shared room for now, right? Maybe we give John the ceremony, move him into a bigger room, say that he's part of the full crew now. See if we
Let's
can't.
let's move the accountant into the shared room and John into his own.
We do have friends on the island of Silver Island, I think it is. We could recruit some of them
Sulfur,
to
yeah.
guard our base for us.
These people are used to living in the jungle. I'm not sure that they'd be suited to life in a place like this.
There's always
use-
one person in a society that has wanderlust in them.
That's true.
Let's see if we can use John for now. From what I remember, he was a pretty big, hefty fellow. I guess no
Okay.
one will call him
For
in.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get the stat rolls for him?
Or Mr. Brophy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've done it yet. I've already rolled his HP. He's got 8 hit points. Here are his stats down the line. Let's hope they go well. Strength,
Let's see it.
Con, Int, Wiz, Charisma.
He's a builder though, so you should rearrange for high strength and
He's
con.
not a builder. He's the owner
remember
of
what
the
it was.
Brophy Brothers
Yeah, that's true.
establishment. He's actually
the
your
bar.
previous accountant. Strength, X, Con, Int, Wiz, Charisma. Very good.
So he's a wizard. He would have been a wizard.
Oh
but
wait, yeah.
Oh,
wait,
that's
hold
not-
on.
No, that
He might
can't be
my
right.
new-
We
Yeah,
already
okay.
rolled for his int. You check everyone for int. So we'll switch the two. We'll do 14 int, 17 wisdom, 13
Yeah, that makes
charisma,
That seems about right.
12 perception. There we go.
I was about to say, I got a new fucking wizard. Okay. So he's a wise guy. That's nice.
Mhm.
He's not
These
very
are-
strong.
Janet's stats.
She's stronger
She-
than him.
She'd make a better guard, yeah.
Well, not the perception though.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. I think we're gonna bring both of them into the fold and do the whole ceremony probably tonight.
Yeah, you guys do that while I'm away.
And while John is away, we need to give him like a pretty hefty payment, right? What do you think? 100 gold each?
A
Because
certain
worst
amount of
case
gold.
scenario, they can't leave this place right now. So if they betray us, we get the 100 gold back. It's kind of like free money to play with.
Absolutely. And we can always, like, if we're feeling evil enough, we can revoke it.
We can
Take
just
it
take
back.
it. Yeah. So I say
Um,
we give both of them 100 gold. That's
All right, I'm taking it off the sheet.
okay.
I think money probably doesn't hold much sway for them until they have their freedom. So maybe
Correct.
some sort of
But
shortening of their tenure or something of that effect, maybe.
I mean, if they get in with us enough, they'll have their freedom, and we'll probably
Yeah.
have them spies and shit. So I don't know. Even if you're a captive, I think having $10,000 cash money probably feels pretty fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
This
it
is
makes them
more
feel
than
like they're
most people
earning.
make in a few years, right? In this
Yeah.
age.
Yeah, a regular laborer makes about $1 a day, so they should make they work maybe 340 days a year. So they make about 34 gold a year, silver a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be
35.6 gold.
yeah.
36.5, sorry.
But that would just be total income, not profit. That
Even
you
like
lose
10
expenses and shit.
gold, I feel like would be a lot of money because you're never
Yeah.
really dealing with more than coppers if you're like just a day laborer, right?
50 is enough. Let's give them 50 gold each. That's enough. It's already like a huge amount of money.
I feel like it's free money. We should just give them 100 gold.
But like I think 150 have the same impact, so just
Well, then if they have this, well, I don't think they do have the same impact. It's up
100
to you.
is a
You're the
triple
captain,
digit. It
but
sounds
I think
bigger.
that
I mean,
100
hey.
is nice.
you can furnish it with your own gold if you like them so much, Nora.
Well, I haven't actually gotten paid, so maybe we should talk about that. Huh?
I've seen your coin purses jingling. You've got gold in there. I don't know where you got it.
He has 19 gold.
Really? Say, how
Yeah.
much gold do you have?
Like maybe 100 silver. I've just been putting
Really?
all my gold. Yeah, I've been putting all my
There's-
gold in the hoard.
Yeah.
You
we've all put it
guys
on
would
the
not
board.
believe how much gold I have in my room. Archie, how much gold do you have?
Archie's muted.
I thought we were going to divvy it up later. Hang on a minute. I
feel
go.
like
I go to
some
Winter's
golds-
room.
He's like
Sales,
struggling to
sales.
count. He can't really. He like starts over because he can't really. It's like a 100 silver. It's really 145.
Okay, guys, wait there. Wait there, all right? I'll be back in a minute.
No, I'm
Okay,
going to Winter's room and I'm searching it for gold.
Absolutely not. I stopped sale. He's not coming in. I will.
You open the
I will-
door and you stand in the doorway, and Sale's like looking over your shoulder, and there's like
It's just gold
gold and
everywhere.
silver candlesticks. There's like a chandelier in the room.
Yeah,
I
I
want some of
will.
this.
Yeah. I'm going to give each of them 100 gold. Okay.
Hang
Hey,
on, how
guys.
much have you got?
Okay, so now by complaining about 100 gold, now you have lost 300 gold from the party sheet. And
Yeah, but I
you
don't
still
mind
have to pay
paying.
at a minimum.
I don't mind paying you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna add 100 gold. I'm taking 300 gold off the party sheet.
I want to
Okay.
try an open doors check on Winter's room. I want to
I've
see
got-
what he has.
46,000 silver coins in here.
Yeah, you both need
Okay.
to add 100 gold to your personal wealth.
Yeah,
Will I
go on.
put that in my hoard or personal?
Just personal wealth. I'm also taking another 100 gold off to pay both of them 50 gold each. Oh, that gives
Okay.
us a brilliant number. 17.
No, I'd already taken the 100 off, so
Oh, you'd already done that? Okay.
I'll put it back up to 1,800.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Neal, of this 1,000 gold's worth of like stuff, how much of that could I like carry to Nightingale? Like if I take the smallest, highest price things.
Probably about a quarter of it.
Yeah.
You feel like you could take and get money back for on the same trip.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I bag up like 250 gold's worth, so I'm gonna take that off the party sheet as well. I hope that you're keeping track of our debt to Nightingale.
I am.
Okay.
I
yeah,
just added 50 gold to John Brofrey and 50 gold to Janet. How do they take the contribution?
They're surprised and pleased. They've been given cash. You said 100 gold to each of them?
50 gold each.
50 gold? Okay. I went add it to their character sheets.
Okay, cool.
Done. Excellent.
I let them know that they're going to be involved in a ceremony tonight to officially join the Crimson Fists. And I hope that they accept. This is a small bonus for their, them joining.
Janet is let's make some morale checks for these people. Let's see how far they've come, because they've been your prisoners for a little while now, and they haven't been terribly treated. John Brofrey used to be, the man in charge, a big fish in a small pond, and now he's sort of a subordinate to you all, so he'll get a penalty to his roll. He rolls not that bad, actually. This life, while it's definitely not what he liked, and his family was sort of killed in the attack, and other bad things had happened to him, he seems to have adjusted somewhat decently to this in reality, kind of a life of leisure. He doesn't have very many responsibilities. He tidies up a little bit. He doesn't have a lot of power, but he does have time to think and sort of reflect on his inner things. You know, he's coming along all right. Janet, on the other hand, has gone from making money and working for somebody, then she has family and money to spend, to just doing the same job but now stuck inside this room with pirates. Janet is not particularly... Yeah, I think earlier maybe she was making more progress, but after months now of just being the cook for the pirates and hearing their crass remarks and still having to do all the same labor but having less freedoms, is growing
way more
depressed. Yeah, I mean, pay, but she can't spend it. But it's there. Also, John Brophy sort of connected with Sale because he might have been held captive with Sale's brother in a prison once upon a time. So he feels like there's something, like maybe there's a connection to be made here. Maybe life isn't going to be so bad. So we will say, I'm going to put on their character sheets I'm going to create a loyalty tab under their under their classes. Loyalty. And we're going to say John Brophy is now at we're going to put him at a 7, and we're going to put Janet at a 4. Excellent. Wiley is with you guys. Wiley, he's happy here. Wiley's a 10 out of 10.
Nice.
I think he's just glad he's not on a prison ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bobby, I'm going to give him a bit of a range because he's been abused, but then he's also been rewarded.
He's in a good spot right now. He hasn't been abused in a long time.
Yeah, things are getting better,
Wiley
but
is,
like
yeah.
he's got that sense of fear. So Bobby is somewhere between like a 7 and a 9. He's probably
how's
about an
Bobby
8.
been doing? I've been doing regular training with Bobby. How's he been doing in there?
That's a great question. Well, I was going to ask you to make a teaching roll and for him to make a learning roll, but his learning roll came up a natural 1 on a d20. So Bobby's not a good fighter. His instincts are, like, his defensive instincts are not so bad, but they're actually kind of good. They're so good that when the fighting really gets going, he just drops into a little ball and curls up and protects his face, and is not particularly a good offensive fighter at all.
Got it.
The question is, could that be used? Could he just carry a shield and protect people?
He could protect himself on the ground with a shield. He could turtle by himself.
I guess we talked about it. So Norm's gonna bring John Brophy more into the fold than anybody else, because he notices, he's vibing with it, and he's gonna. Did we bring back a club ever?
No, he asked for a club and you told him off.
Okay, yeah. We brought back some other gear, some other weaponry. I know we.
Yeah, you brought back a bunch of weapons.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna give with the crew's acknowledgement, John a weapon and update him to security guard. Okay. Everybody cool with that?
Yeah, but let him know it's not a permanent position. We'll get someone more appropriate.
It's kind of like a rotating position, so.
Yeah.
He's currently head of security. I let him know that. And if anyone acts out of line, except for Wiley, because Wiley is the head of the house.
He's the chief of staff. Yeah.
Wiley is chief of staff. that he can fuck him up. And if anybody tries to escape, he has permission to kill.
Shit.
Wound first, but
license to kill.
Yeah. Is he cool with that?
Yeah. He'll need some training, but he's got Wiley there to help, and Archie when Archie's around to help. Might give him something to do, something to reflect on, something to work with.
I take him to his new room as well. I kick the accountant into the room with Janet.
All right, put the 2 disloyal people in the same room, and put all the good, loyal people in their own private rooms. Excellent.
Beautiful.
Easy.
Maybe
peasy.
when we like bring them when Wiley brings them the food as well, like he should, I don't know, somehow show them what all the other people are getting, but then only give them like the shitty food, so they understand that.
Yeah, at the dinner table.
Yeah, they're not getting treated as well because they're not loyal. And then you.
Shape up.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think it's going to be time for John Winters to set out over to the mainland. And why don't we take our first break? And when we come back from the other side, we'll see what goes on over there. So catch it in a few. Bye.
Well,